Picture this. It's a nice fall day in 2015. You're a kid, and after a week full of trying to replicate Odell's catch on the recess football field, playing with fidget spinners, and watching regular show, you turn on some ESPN to see what's happening in the NFL world. Boom! Vontaze Burfict just hit sticks someone. Cam Newton just had his 4th rushing touchdown of the day. Antonio Brown is a great person. What a time to be alive. This was the NFL in the mid to late 2010s. I don't know what it was, but the script writers were just cooking up a storm. Firstly, you got the rivalries. Bengals-Steelers was must-watch TV. I don't care what team you were a fan of. Seahawks vs. Cardinals, must-watch TV. The Patriots vs. the Broncos. The Patriots vs. everybody. There was so many premier matchups where you could tell that the two teams did not like each other, plain and simple. You looked forward to these matchups weekly. You look at the current state of NFL rivalries, and they are very one-sided. Of course, the Chiefs and Bengals is a great rivalry. I'm a Bengals fan, but I think everyone can agree that that rivalry is really good. The AFC North in general is a bit of a bloodbath. But besides that, we have nothing in terms of rivalry compared to what we had in the mid to late 2010s. And what made these rivalries so special was the players. The players played with emotion and intensity, but also had respect for the other team they were playing. The guys that made these matchups worth looking forward to, guys like Rob Gronkowski, guys like Richard Sherman, Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Andy Dalton, AJ Kareem, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Odell, and much more. Even guys that were considered like role players or guys that didn't matter as much were always making an impact in games that mattered the most. But where an NFL era truly gets defined as peak is by its playoff games. There was a plethora of good NFL playoff games in the mid to late 2010s.
I still don't know what just happened. I really don't.
Crowd silent now, as opposed to when the Saints have the ball. Oh, look at this run. What a run. Marshawn Lynch still on his feet. Has blockers now. He's dancing his way for the touchdown.
And that's not even mentioning the greatest Super Bowls that we had. We had Seahawks vs. Patriots. We had Falcons vs. Patriots, which in my opinion is the best Super Bowl of all time, and it's not even that close. I think everyone knows that Falcons Patriots is the greatest Super Bowl of all time. Unless you are a Falcons fan, you might want to just forget anything ever happened. 28-3, we thought it was over. And then the Patriots worked their magic, and that's when you truly knew that Tom Brady was the GOAT. And Tom Brady was kind of like the villain of the NFL at the time, but people knew after this game, like, what just happened? Is this guy for real? Until the next year, we got another historically great Super Bowl, where the Patriots were on the other end of the spectrum. After Carson Wentz got injured, Nick Foles came in, embraced the underdog mentality, and we all know what happened next. The Philly special and the streets of Philly going insane. We also saw great offenses and great defenses throughout this era. Defensively, you had the Legion of Boom for the Seahawks and the historically good 2015 Broncos defense. Offensively, you had the Carolina Panthers in 2015, the Killer Bees down in Pittsburgh, and the aforementioned 2016 Atlanta Falcons squad. This was also around the time where fantasy football was on the rise and really, getting its feet into the water and becoming a thing that almost every football fan participated in. The Madden games, well, they weren't as good as the really old Madden games, but These Madden games, if you were a kid growing up playing them, you had a great time. Overall, what I'm trying to say with this video, even though I love like the modern NFL, watching the NFL in this era, you truly never knew what you were gonna see week to week. This video wasn't necessarily comparing the NFL then versus now. It is more as well just looking back at this era of the NFL and what made it so special.